Hey there, I'm Sean Collins, and I'm the esports reporter with the Dallas Morning News. I cover Optic Texas of the Call of Duty League and the Dallas Fuel of the Overwatch League, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about a story that I published earlier this week about mental health in esports. It's been something I've been wanting to work on and finally got to work on a decent amount this year, but I've wanted to work on really since I got here in January 2020, because I think there's this misunderstanding of how esports works and what it's like to be an esports competitor. Um, there's some quotes in this that really, I think, reflect that, especially from Optics Maniac. Um, the idea that professional gaming is just all fun and games. I mean, you're just playing video games for large sums of money is a very simplistic way to describe it and leaves out a lot of details and um, I guess kind of just I'll get into it a little bit, but uh, a lot of these players, in order to become a professional, you have to sacrifice so much time, whether that's with your friends or with family or with sports growing up, moving across the world, across the country to compete with teams, and you're playing for 50, 60 hours a week, and this isn't physical exercise, right? This is sitting in a chair, drinking energy drinks to stay alert, not eating very healthy a lot of the times. And, doing that for years on end can cause a lot of mental stress and physical stress on yourself. And that puts gamers in a position to, deal with things like anxiety or other mental health illnesses that, um, you know, people go through all the time. Maniac kind of shared his experience with me, and I'll let the kind of story speak for itself there. But I kind of did just want to discuss that a little bit, and there are some psychological experts that I spoke with, or who I spoke with as well. Something that really popped up that Summer Scott right here really pointed out is that a lot of these players really, whenever they're a professional, they're playing all the time, they're going against top competition, they lose that sense that they're good. They don't know that they're good. They think that they're bad, and they have to think that they're bad in order to continue improving because it's the only way to stay at the top. And that's a really unhealthy mindset. And she's kind of urging for, maybe this idea that gamers need to play for 10 hours a day every single day in order to be professional. Maybe that doesn't need to be a case. Maybe that's kind of, as old fashioned as something can be for a young industry like esports. Maybe playing 6 hours a day and then also having workouts and having, mental coaches and doing things that are outside of the game but maybe still productive to the mental or physical can be ways to still be a professional esports player. So I thought that was pretty interesting as well. There are a lot of good quotes in here, so make sure to check it out for yourself. There's a good section in here, I think, from Scump. He's the most popular Call of Duty esports player in the world, and he's in such a unique position compared to maybe like LeBron James or Michael Jordan, where he is just the face of the sport, and you wonder what it's gonna look like when they're gone, when they're retired. And because of that, and because of his content and how popular Optic is, there are a lot of eyes on him all the time. There's a lot of really high expectations with, especially with how well he played at the in the early stages of his career. And so when he struggles, it feels awful. And he had a pretty good quote in here that discussed that. But anyways, yeah, that's just a little bit about the article. You can find it, here on the Dallas Morning News and check out the rest of it. But I appreciate you watching.